What's going on, guys? It's your boy Johnny5 here with a brand new video, and today we are going to be talking about Marine Corps boot camp. So we have Nick here. He's gonna give you a rundown on what goes on in boot camp, and he's gonna give you some tips and tricks and just let you know about it.
Alright, Marine Corps boot camp is held in 2 different locations. If you are, I can't remember where the location is, but it's like 3/4 of the U.S. So it's like if you're west of this line, that's like around Tennessee west. You go to San Diego. So it's differences like you can see the you can see the city of San Diego. You can see the skyline. You're right next to the interstate. Marine Corps recruit depot. I think that's where you do most of your training. And then you go to Camp Pendleton, which is like a short drive. That's the main Marine Corps base in Southern California. And that's where you do like a couple weeks of training. I believe that's where you do, that's Camp Pendleton is where you will go to do the crucible, I believe. Because I believe Pendleton is a lot more mountainous. And so that's where you do a lot of hiking. The crucible in itself is a whole story. It's like 2 days. I don't know, they try to make it sound really intense and really crazy in the videos and stuff, but I mean, if you're in shape, which I don't know why anyone would go to boot camp not in shape. It's kind
You'd be surprised.
Was
there anyone in shape in your?
Yeah, I mean, in the Marine Corps they'll tear you down no matter what shape you're in. But this challenge in itself is not confrontational like most of boot camp. You're being directly trained by your seniors, all your drill instructors, and you got your IT sessions. What is it called? Intensive training.
Yeah, intensive training.
Is that what they call it? Yeah. Which I don't know what it's like in the Navy, but they've got all these rules for IT sessions that they do not adhere to. So, no matter what shape you're in, they're just going to take you in the corner and make you exercise until you puke. But for the crucible, that's kind of where all that stuff stops. And so they're not really training you anymore. It's a test. It's a test of what they've taught you. So it's like a 54-hour event. You're gonna hike like 45 miles. I think they say in the videos that you get like no sleep throughout the whole event, but you get like 3 hours the first night and 4 hours. I got like 3 hours and then 4 hours the second night, which was plenty for me. It was pretty tough.
Is it like, are you out in the field or you're out there sleeping in like a bunker or something, or what?
We had this like concrete hut thing.
Oh, okay.
So, I think we left maybe early morning or late night, and we hiked out into a deep field in Paris Island, and we went to this like concrete shelter. Just the biggest thing that sucked was how cold it was. It was like 30 most of the time, but they got down to about 10, I think. And one of the things they teach you is when you're sleeping, not to wear clothes. You just sleep in your t-shirt and your skivvy shorts. Because I don't know how it works, science, but take off your camis and put them in the sleeping bag with you, and it keeps them warm and you warmer somehow. I don't know how it works, but
it worked.
Yeah. I mean, they were warm, but your rifle is also in the sleeping bag with you, and it's very cold metal,
Yeah.
And so like you'll roll over in the middle of the night and you'll land on this freezing cold piece of metal, and jolt awake, and you sit up and fall out of your sleeping bag. It's 10 degrees and you're naked. But the worst thing about Crucible was having fire watch in the middle of the night in 10-degree weather and having to climb out of the sleeping bag and get dressed. All the water was frozen over, and that's where we had to go out to the pond to pee. Well, we were supposed to actually. We were supposed to go to
I don't know.
Porta shitter. They call them porta shitters. I don't know what they're fucking called. Good night, John Boy, whatever. But if you're in shape, hiking and surviving just 2 days on a little sleep, it's not too big of a deal. You're gonna do a few obstacles. You run through like a course, but it's more fun than a challenge, I thought. There was this one thing that we did. We ran through this route, and we were in a formation. I can't even think of words. It's been so long, but it was like, I don't know, combat formation. You know, we run, we find a point, we set 360 security, and then we'll stop and do this obstacle. And they were pretty fun, like crawl through the mud or like jump over something. You know, like use teamwork, and they're just more obstacles. More fun just figuring them out than actual challenges, I thought. Did little like night raids, and we'd crawl under the barbed wire, and there'd be gunshots going off and like machine gun fire, and they would shoot off flares, and when the flare hit the sky you had to take cover.
That's the last thing you go through?
That's the last training, the last challenge thing that you go through. And then the last week is like family week / graduation week, so you just chill out for like the last 4 days or so, and then family day is the day before you graduate. You get to see them for like 3 hours.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's graduation day. The beginning, phase 1, it's probably gonna be the toughest. It's like your adaptation phase. If you're going from civilian life, you know, they tell you not even to bring it in the first place. You really shouldn't be bringing anything in a boot camp. Don't even bring your cell phone. Like, I left my cell phone with my recruiter. So you have nothing but your clothes. They'll give you your initial issue. You know, you go to the PX and everybody buys all their stuff. You're wearing camis now. In the beginning, you look like trash because you're not a Marine yet. So your boots are unbloused. Those first few days is when you go to medical, and so if you have the slightest eye disability, you're gonna be wearing these goofy birth control glasses.
For real?
Yeah.
Even if there's like nothing really.
If you're like 20, 30,
oh, okay.
You're gonna be wearing. That's pretty decent vision, but you're gonna be wearing glasses.
Yeah.
And you're definitely gonna need them when you qualify with your rifle. That's where you get your shots. Peanut butter shot.
Yeah, we got those. We probably got the same, I think. Yeah. Most likely the same shots, I think.
Probably, yeah.
It's just like whatever they had on record for you is you didn't get it again, but they give you the ones that you didn't have, right?
Yeah. Did you stand in a line
and
just go through and they rub your arm real quick, shoot you? Sometimes you'd have 2 guys and you'd be like, boom, boom. You'd like take a step forward, boom, again, another one. They'd like be stabbing you all over, so that's fun. And then the peanut butter shot, you go behind this curtain, bend over and pull down your pants, and they inject like this thick serum into your ass cheek. And then we sat on a rug afterwards and we're rolling around on our ass cheek trying to spread it around, get the pain to go away. So that's receiving. By this point, you've already your head shaved. That was like probably day 1. Yeah. Your initial issue, your haircut, medical, dental. You're gonna do an initial strength test. I'm sure you've already done plenty of these in the delayed entry program. It's like a 1.5 mile run. It's like a Navy PFT. Yeah. It's like
it's your initial.
Yeah, your initial strength test.
You guys do like a yearly PRT or something like that?
Yeah, well, so we do 2 different ones.
Intense, probably, right?
Yeah.
And more difficult?
Yeah.
What is it?
So in January to June, in that time frame, you have to complete a PFT, your physical fitness test, which is a 3-mile run that you have to complete in under 28 minutes, which really means you need to complete in under 23. That's decent.
Yeah.
Especially, I don't know.
You have to be in shape.
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah. Marines hate running. We're more of the lifting type, like lift weights and pick things up. Put them down. We're gonna do a pull-up test, which you're going for 20 pull-ups, and you do crunches. You're going for 100 in 2 minutes. And if you've been training at all, the crunches and the pull-ups should be fairly easy. If not, hopefully they get better throughout your time in boot camp.
Yeah.
Depending on how good of a shape you are, could get worse. Like my pull-ups got a little worse because like they're so set on destroying your body. So like you'll wake up one day and you'll do PT and you have done like 60 pull-ups during PT that morning, and then you're running around all day. Like there's no stopping. You're running around all day, and then
You're doing like physical stuff all day.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. It's not necessarily like lifting things,
Yeah.
but like you're running around. You got your rifle in your hand, which is like 8 pounds,
Yeah.
and you never put that down. And you got your pack on. Like if you're going to class, you got your like 25-pound pack on, and you're running around everywhere with that. They just look for other ways to tear you down. There's intensive training where you'll do push-ups and crunches and running in place, and that'll make you tired and real fatigued. And then they'll add in stupid stuff like like to go to the bathroom you have to do 10 pull-ups. Yeah. So your physical fitness might find a way to go in the opposite direction, but you'll have fun. So you'll be tearing yourself down. It's kind of a different experience for a big guy versus a small guy. Like if you're 200 pounds, you're gonna lose weight, and you'll probably improve on your pull-ups because less weight to pull, and your running will definitely improve. A lot of moving around, a lot of active. You're gonna wake up in the middle of the night with calf cramps all the time.
Charlie horse.
Yeah. Like 3 of those every night. Physical fitness. We do our PFT January to June time frame, which is the 3 miles, the pull-ups and the crunches, and then June to December time frame we do a CFT, which is a combat fitness test. Ammo can list, which is like a 30-pound can, and you lift it over your head and all the way down while standing as many times as you can in 2 minutes, I believe. I think you're going for like 93 lifts. All right, so second phase. Marine Corps boot camp split into 3 phases. You got each one is a month, and then you got your graduation week, basically. Second phase, you're gonna start doing. You're gonna shoot on the range, the gas chamber, and then I believe that's when you also do a mock crucible range. Pretty easy. You're gonna spend a couple days on grass, just sighting in and setting up your rifle and just getting used to the different shooting positions. And then once you get to the range, you're going to shoot from the 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500 yard marks. You're going to have I don't really know much about guns, really. I pretty much have only shot an M16, but that's obviously what you're going to be shooting, an M16A4. You're going to have a red dot sight, I guess it's called like an ACOG.
Yeah.
I never shoot, so I don't even remember the names.
They let you use that? The red dot in ACOG?
Yeah. So that's what we used in boot camp. That's what you're going to qualify with, and it's pretty easy. You're going to shoot from you're going to be laying down, which is called the prone, seated, the kneeling, and the standing, and 1 through 500 yards. That's about a week. And then gas chamber. That's fun. You did gas chamber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you think of that?
I don't know how it was for you guys, but it was just like a quick in and out.
Was it?
Honestly, like we went in there, we were in a line, so we were in formation. So the people in front of us took off their mask and then had to say like what their name was and something else,
Mm-hmm.
and then each person in the line had to do that before they went out. We would come up and then do the same thing. So it wasn't that long that you had the mask off, but how was it for you? Was it the same?
Mm-mm.
No, it was longer. Like
Yeah,
you stood there for a few
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends on your platoon, but you probably you'll go in there, you'll like shake it around and make sure it's on, and you might do some exercises in there. I think we did like jumping jacks. We did jumping jacks, and
with the mask off or on?
no, I think it was on.
Okay.
But you do have to take it off. You just have to clear it. I think it was off for I want to say 45 seconds. So,
Okay.
you might get a breath or two.
Yeah.
And I think I made a mistake opening my eyes.
Uh,
And that went pretty good. But it's not, it's not real tear gas, so it's not going to kill you. It's just going to clear out your sinuses, really. But, so that's
yeah.
if you're afraid of that, don't be. Unless you're a real soft guy, then you might puke in your mask. So, third phase, went 3. Swim call. Pretty easy. You're going to jump off the 25-foot diving board and then swim 50 feet, get out of the pool. You have to float on a pack, and it's kind of flotacious. So it's just, you're laying on the side and you're swimming sideways. You swim 50 feet on that. And then you have to do a shallow water gear shed. So you're in 5 feet of water or 4 feet of water. And you go underwater and you shed. You're wearing I don't know, maybe 50 pounds of gear, and you just go underwater and you shed it and then you stand up. So it's so easy. Unless you've never swam before, it's not anything to worry about. You're still gonna be going through courses every other day. You're gonna be doing classes. That's an hour or 2 a day. You'll pass all these tests perfectly. So you're gonna be learning about Marine Corps history and just first aid and doing drill. I think third phase. It might be the end of second phase, at the beginning of the third phase, where you do final drill. You've been learning drill this whole time, which is where you're marching in a platoon. Did you guys do drill?
Yeah. Everywhere, if we left the building or whatever, would be information.
Yeah.
And we'd have to go and practice sometimes for.
Yeah. Did you go on a parade deck and have designated drill time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did. They did it in a gymnasium, because there was a lot of space, and then we had to practice and learn, right face, left face, all the movements and everything.
Yeah. You guys just did a few? Or?
We had set times to go out and do that, and then they would sometimes bring us out every day, kind of, and do a few walk-arounds,
Okay.
because there was people that didn't know.
Yeah.
I already knew coming in.
Yeah.
The movements, everything from JROTC.
Yeah. Did you do it with a rifle?
No.
No.
It was the front people had the flags. That was it. We didn't have rifles or anything.
Okay.
Except that they made them practice with it for graduation. That was the only time.
Okay. Yeah. So it's I think it's more time in the beginning and it kind of fades away in the end after you do final drill. You don't really do drill practice anymore, but you're going to be doing facing movements and you're going to be doing different movements with your rifle. That kind of sucks sometimes because, I don't know, you have to like hold the rifle with your fingers and be holding your 8-pound weapon out straight out like that for like 2 minutes. So they're looking through the platoon for a weak link and they see you dip in and just come over and tear you up. They'll pull you out of the platoon and run an ITU. But so I don't know, be resilient.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna do final drill and you're gonna test out of it, and they don't really do much drill after that. So, and you probably won't ever do it again in the fleet. I haven't. I've done it like twice for different change command ceremonies. So in conclusion, you just need to show up with confidence, be loud, do everything with intensity and speed. Wouldn't hurt to be in shape.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's all it takes to be successful at Marine Corps boot camp. Well, guys.
Well, thank you guys for watching. I'll have Nick's Instagram in the description for you guys if you need to ask any questions about it. Or you can ask me and then I'll direct it to him as well. But thank you guys for watching. Please drop a like, please drop a comment, please subscribe if you are new. And it's been Johnny 5 and I'll see you guys next time.